Los Angeles Sheriff's Department deputies were shot at a train station in Compton. The attack is being described as a, quote, straight ambush. Protesters taunted police outside the hospital where the deputies were being treated. That's coming up next on this episode of the Dead Fed Files. At approximately 7 p.m. on Saturday, two sheriff's deputies, a man and a woman, were shot multiple times in Compton and transported to a local hospital. A video released shortly after the shooting shows what appears to be an adult male walking up to the passenger side of the police cruiser. The suspect approaches the passenger window and fires shots at the deputies. The suspect then runs down the street on foot. Officials described the gunman with a very general description and are working to gather more information. The suspect was described as a, quote, a dark-skinned male, based on a description one of the deputies gave after he was shot. Officials added during the press conference, a fish-eye lens may have distorted the suspect's height in the video. The deputies are members of the Transit Service Bureau. They were at the Compton PAC station when they were both shot multiple times by a male who got off a bus and fled the scene. A manhunt is underway as of 10:30 p.m. Saturday night. The deputies were taken to a local hospital where they went under surgery and were still alive at the time of the first media briefing held outside the hospital at 10 p.m. Sheriff Alex Villanueva gave a statement and answered several questions during this briefing.
One is a 31-year-old mother of a 6-year-old boy. Her husband is here with them. The other one is a 24-year-old, and parents are here, girlfriend is here. They're both out of class 437, so they just graduated, and in fact I swore them into office just 14 months ago. These are real people doing a tough job, and it just shows just the dangers of this job in the blink of an eye.
Sheriff, you mentioned it earlier, but do you believe that this is the new climate for law enforcement officers, that these type of things in the world that we live in today can happen at any moment?
It seems to be part of a trend, a growing trend with suspects open fire, unprovoked, in exchange. We're trying to arrest somebody, or just happened in a search warrant earlier this week where the suspect who was the subject of the search warrant opened fire on deputies. And across the nation, roughly once a week, an officer is felled by the felonious acts of another person. Every week across the nation, someone is losing their life in the line of duty. So this is just another grim reminder of that. Well, as Assemblymember Reggie Jones Sawyer said, that was a cowardly act. The two deputies were doing their job, minding their own business, watching out for the safety of the people on the train, and seeing somebody just walk up and just start shooting on them, it pisses me off. It dismays me at the same time, and there's no prettier way to say it.
Sheriff, how did the call for help come in?
How's that?
How did the call for help come in? Who placed the call for help?
Well, I believe the injured deputies themselves initiated radio traffic. We have the civil unrest and protests in South LA. We have the Bobcat fire. We have situation downtown LA. We have a lot of different things going on at the same time. Our patrol deputies are working some very long hours these days, and this is just going to add to the things to be on alert for and start a buddy system, watching over each other's back. Well, I express my condolences to all of them, and I offer my full support of the department. We were behind them, and we're just going to keep them in our prayers, and hopefully they can both heal from this. They were both shot with multiple gunshot wounds. Only what Captain Wegner offered. That's the best that we can do right now. Dark-skinned male. All right, well, thank you all.
Thank you, Sheriff.
Villanueva said that the unprovoked attack on two of his deputies is representative of growing trend of violence against law enforcement. At just about midnight, it was confirmed that several protesters were outside the hospital where the deputies were being treated.
But the message is still the same, and they were using all type of curse words and derogatory terms about the police, just provoking our police officers. They're unacceptable behavior, because the hospital should be a sanctuary where we should leave hospitals alone. And
LA Sheriff Department tweeted this statement. To the protesters blocking the entrance and exit of the hospital emergency room, yelling, quote, "We hope they die," referring to 2 LA sheriffs ambushed today in #Compton. Do not block emergency entries and exits to the hospital. People's lives are at stake when the ambulances can't get through. A black supremacist tweeted this video of people taunting police officers outside the hospital.
Put that shit down. You're next with the fucking hot pocket, bitch. You're next. You live by the gun, you die by the goddamn police chief. Fuck the goddamn. Yeah, that's why you feel big and bad, huh? That's why you feel big and bad. Go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah, that's why you feel big and bad, huh? Take that shit off. Take that shit off. Take it off. That's why you're dying one by one, you stupid fucks. There's gonna be a lot of motherfuckers coming down here. Go fucking celebrate, motherfuckers. We just want to come down here and let you motherfuckers know that you ain't shit. Fuck that bitch. That's so shit, boy. Fuck that bitch.
So as the war continues, whose side are you on? Let me know in the comments below, and if you appreciate this video, please consider subscribing and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future Dead Fed content.